I'm Elizabeth. The past couple of videos that I've done have been about the dyspnea cycle and how to break the dyspnea cycle. So today I'm going to kind of add on to one of the breathing techniques that we went over. So what we're going to talk about is adding on a pursed lip exhalation technique to the diaphragmatic breathing that we've already learned. Okay, so all of you, or most of you, probably have heard about pursed lip breathing. Some people do it without even realizing they're doing it, but others have learned to do it because you've learned that it is a way to kind of help with shortness of breath. But you might not know why and how exactly that works. Knowing how and why that works is going to help you when you're breathing, because it's going to help focus your mind where it needs to be as you're practicing the technique. So what is the pursed lip breathing if you don't know? It's when you exhale through pursed lips or puckered lips. And you want to exhale slow and steady, kind of like you're blowing on some soup that's too hot, okay? So you want to add it on to the diaphragmatic breathing. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. So you're going to inhale through your nose, expanding your diaphragm like we've already learned. And then this time, when you exhale, you're going to pucker your lips. Notice that slow and steady exhale. What that does is it creates a back pressure in your lungs, and it's going to keep your alveoli open longer. Alveoli, this is the end, the distal tips of your lungs. So as your lungs fully expand, the alveoli are on the ends of them. They will pop open, and this is where gas exchange takes place. So you're giving your body the oxygen that it needs by keeping these alveoli open. And you're also getting rid of the CO2 that you don't need by leaving it open. So some people that have COPD are called, they will say you're a chronic retainer of CO2. How this ends up happening is because along the way, as your lungs get worse, your body will start retaining actual, it'll retain actual air in your lungs. So what that does is that's extra CO2 that you're not getting out of your blood. By the end of you having this problem, your lungs can actually start to get bigger and bigger because you're not getting that air out, and it just kind of causes more and more problems from there. So if you don't retain air already, that is awesome. This technique will really help you to keep that from happening. But if you are retaining air, this is going to help you to not retain any more and to get rid of some of the stale air that's in there. So that is why the pucker is so important. I have shown numerous people this exercise, and at least half of the people try to do it without puckering their lips. I don't know if you think you feel silly doing it in front of a group of people, which I can kind of understand, but if you're at home especially, the pucker is extremely important because that is what is creating that pressure, okay? So super, super important. Now I'm just going to kind of go over how to do it so that you can practice it with me. So you want to inhale your lungs, breathing in through your nose, using that diaphragm, and then you're going to exhale for twice as long as what you're breathing in. So you can add a count to this. Inhale, exhale, this is going to help get rid of that stale air that is in there, okay? So kind of going back to what I was talking about with the air that kind of collects in there if you're not careful, what this breathing exercise will do, so it's going to strengthen your lungs, but it's also going to make them more efficient by creating that extra time for gas exchange. So it's so important to do. So I recommend practicing this every day, especially if you're doing a task that normally will make you short of breath. Add this on to the diaphragmatic breathing while you're doing the task, and it will make it easier for you to complete the task. If you're already short of breath, this will definitely help you as far as that goes as well. It'll help you to recover your breath. So, lots of important things going along with this very simple exercise, but just because it's simple does not mean that it is not extremely important, because it is. So I want to thank you for watching today's video. If you found the information helpful and you're wanting to know a little bit more, I want to invite you to join our Breathe Coaching program. Here, you're going to have access to live sessions with me and other respiratory therapists. We're going to go over lots of crucial topics that are going to help you in your day-to-day activities. That it's going to help with symptom control, just making things easier as you go throughout the day. And then you'll also become involved with a community of people that you can kind of bounce ideas off of, and talk to them, create friendships, stuff like that. It's going to be an awesome group, so I definitely would love it if you would join us. So if you want to take the next step in your respiratory health, sign up today for our Breathe Coaching program. We'll see you then.